Hey everybody, what is going on? So I'm going to do a follow-up video today on the Conjurer in Grim Dawn Ashes of Malmouth. So I'm not going to go into lots of detail on, the build and everything. I've done that in a previous video, so if you haven't checked it out, go check that out. But in today's video, I'm actually going to go kill a Nemesis boss. I'm going to go kill Fabius, or however you pronounce it. I'm going to go kill him and show you what kind of damage this build can do and how tanky and durable it is against a lot of Nemesis bosses in the game. And I'll do follow-up videos showing each Nemesis boss, and I'll compare them between this character and the Kabbalist. I did run into a Nemesis boss out in the Ashes of Malmouth territory. The Lone Watch, I believe it's called, is the little portal, but there is a Chthonic Nemesis boss, and he does a lot of damage, and he can actually kill my pets, even with this setup, but I still can kill him and take him down, which I'll show you at some point. But first of all, what's really important is I did change my Conjurer's appearance to make it look more naturistic. So that's definitely have to show that off. The transmogrify is really nice, so looks pretty cool. Okay, so skills I'm using. I ended up dropping the Bloody Pox from my last video when I killed Mad Queen because I realized I really didn't need it to proc anything, and it was just sitting an extra point, so I used it to pump my Summon Hellhound all the way back up. Still 1 point into Hellfire. I might try to boost this in some form of way in the future, maybe, just depending on what kind of gear I can get. And, this build focuses primarily on fire and physical damage for your pets, but mostly physical, so it's not as important, in my opinion. Blooded Dreeg and everything, still the same. 1 point into each one of these. Actually like the Entangling Vines, as I mentioned before. That root proc happens a lot, and the slow conjunction with the Curse of Frailty is really nice. I ended up doing a quest out in Ashes of Malmouth that gave me an extra skill point, so I threw it into Emboldening Presence. You can put it wherever you want. That just gives my pets more offensive ability and more damage, a little bit more resist. But that's the skills. I believe Devotion is the same, still running the Assassin's Mark. I ended up putting this on my Primal Spirit, I believe it is. Yeah, Conjure Primal Spirit. And the reason I did is because I found a new item that lets him be active a lot more. He's up a lot more, and he actually lives longer during his duration. But still running the same devotion as I did before. So the item that I found was this. It's really a pretty good offhand for a green item. It gives bonus health, which I like to try and find on any pet gear that I get, any type of bonus tankiness for health. And it's kind of hard to come by. So this was actually really good, and it gives +2 to Conjure Primal Spirit. So this actually makes my Primal Spirit even stronger, and it's a really, really strong pet, so +2 to that is a big deal. And it lives +5 seconds longer on the Conjure Primal Spirit, which I thought was pretty nice. And then the bonus to all pets is not bad at all. Gives you damage, offensive ability. It's lower than my offhand that I had previously, the offensive ability, but I haven't noticed a lot less crits or anything, so I'm trying it out. It seems to be okay. And then obviously a huge 44% health increase to your pets, which is pretty nice. Ended up getting these boots here as well, and again they have % health on them, which I really like, and they give Aether Chaos Resist to pets, so that's really, really nice, and then the all damage to pets, which is really, really nice. The armor is not bad either. You can see my resistances. I could potentially work this around and boost these even more, but this is unbuffed, so I'll go ahead and throw all my buffs on and show you what my resists are with all the buffs running. So that's with all my buffs going, so not bad. I haven't ran into anything that's killed me yet running this setup, but I eventually will toy around with the resist and get it all maxed out and bonused all the way up. So let's get all my pets out. I do have some loot with me. I was running around earlier killing stuff. I'll worry about clearing this out in a minute. So the Nemesis bosses can drop some pretty good shoulders. Like I killed him yesterday. Fabius, I killed him yesterday and I got these. So they can roll some pretty good stuff on him. So that's one huge bonus to killing the Nemesis bosses, of course. He's typically in Cronley's hideout. He's pretty much in like 3 locations. So usually you don't have to go too far to find him. He's pretty easy to find, and that's the upside to looking for this Nemesis boss. He's not super, super difficult to locate. Something I do want to mention real quick is somebody was commenting on my video about this build and saying that 2 pets only in this build doesn't seem like it worked very well. That's actually not the case. You get 5 Swarmlings from this relic here, so that's 5 pets on top of the 2 you have, and those are up constantly pretty much. And then with the Conjure Primal Spirit, that would make 8. So you technically have 8 pets that are pretty much consistent. And then this item here actually procs little bonus pets as well. and you can have up to 3 of these, and that procs pretty often as well. When you get hit, you see them spawn up, and they do really good damage. Their attack speed's really high, and they crit for like 10 to 12k for auto every time they crit, so it's not bad at all for 3 free pets. But anyway, I can show you the kind of damage this build can do. Obviously, I'll pull out my Conjurer Primal Spirit. Like I said, he's up a lot more now, so just run through and kill everything. Try to find Fabius. Just trying to give you guys an example of the kind of damage this build can do. It's really good. The Primal Spirit, with all procs running, including the potion buff, I've seen him crit for 80k, upwards of 80k, 60 to 80k autos, which is really, really strong. Theoretically, you just want to run through all this stuff and try to find Nemesis bosses as fast as possible. Hopefully he's in here. It would save me a lot of time and trouble. Like I said, if he's not, there's like 2 or 3 other locations he can spawn. Alright, so here's like a little boss here. This is with all potions proc and everything. And the damage starts to ramp up, you see, as those little spawnlings come out and everything. He just gets shredded real quick. And that was without me being hit, which actually boosts my damage even more, theoretically. Don't see him in here, unfortunately. Okay. Typically he spawns like right in this area, if he's in here. I didn't see him though. Another little mini boss here. Again, as you can see, the damage is really good. Sorry for the loud rumbling, that's a jet going over the house. Alright, so I'll run in here. I'll usually just send the pets in, have them kill the crystals real quick. So, the Kabbalist pets die really easy against this guy. He does AoE Aether procs on the ground, those little vials, and it just murders your pets. I just basically wait for his shield to fall off, and then ramp everything at him with Conjurer, and he dies. So this is kind of what I was explaining before, which is, in a sense, Conjurer is better in some situations at damage, because the Conjurer has the ability to just out-sustain and outlive a lot of things that would otherwise kill your pets as Kabbalists. Again, not saying Kabbalist is bad, the damage output on Kabbalist is really crazy. And I can even do that fight on my Kabbalist, but there are a lot of fights I've encountered with certain bosses that you have to kite a lot with your Kabbalist, versus this guy, which is just murder everything. Alright, so he wasn't in here, unfortunately. So I'm going to... the other location that he can spawn is over here in the beginning area when you run over to, you know what, I think this might be closer actually. Yeah, this is probably closer. Maybe, may not be. So again, just try your best to run through everything. You know, if you can survive and not die. Just blitz past stuff so you don't have to waste a lot of time looking for these guys. If you're hunting for Nemesis bosses, you know, obviously you want to be as quick as possible. It's most efficient. Hopefully he's over here. So I don't have to run too far. Typically he's either here or Carnley's hideout, so. There he is. Okay, so I found him. Gonna go ahead and clear off some of these ads real quick. Just gonna kind of ignore him for now. Actually, I might be able to drag him away and just have my pets deal with him. course he'd run away as soon as I proc everything. Alright. There we go. No, he's just chilling. And this is pretty much the fight in a nutshell. He would have died faster, probably, had he not ran away when I procced everything, but this, you know, this totally works. Aggro's kind of a pain sometimes. Anyway, there you go. He goes down. So I assure you that fight would not be that easy on your Kabbalist. And that was actually, to be honest, that was actually a little more rough and difficult than it usually is. Just because I had to kite a lot of the ads. Some heroics there. Come over here and get your rewards. See if you got anything good. So there's the shoulders. So those roll pretty good. Lightning, Aether, Electrocute damage. Offensive ability, Spirit with Elemental Resist, not bad. So you can get some pretty good shoulders off these guys. And so my next video I'll do a follow-up and show you the Undead Nemesis boss. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, as always, please leave them below. I like to help anybody out that I can. If you guys haven't checked it out, I do stream. And it would be really cool if you guys came by and just checked out the stream. I would appreciate it very much. I'll leave a link in the description below, and I will put a Grim Tools calculator build for this as well, as upon request. I've seen you guys asking for that quite a bit. I apologize for that, so I'll start providing that in the description below. As always, guys, thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. If you liked it, please comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.